Hi and welcome to this hands-on review of Disc League for Daydream VR, brought to you by Daydream District and our sponsor of the month of November, Skybox. Hi again to this hands-on review of Disc League for Daydream VR. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So, if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider subscribing. Disc League is new on the Daydream Play Store and you can get it for €4.99, should be around the same in US dollars. I'm excited about this one because Disc League is a futuristic combat sports in which you throw discs in order to knock out your opponents. So as always here on Daydream District, we're going to play this game now for at least 10 minutes and well, afterwards I'm going to let you know what I think about this game. There are quite a number of game modes and I'm going to check them out all here in this hands-on review. Now I chose single player and league. Now I gotta choose the difficulty. Well, let's start with normal. And well, here's the competition. And of course, I'm starting with the first one. And then I should directly go to the game. So this is gonna be the first time that I play Disc League. No idea how to play that game. Let's see if there's some kind of tutorial or if I'm just thrown into the action. Alright, it does look cool, very futuristic. Well, it's a futuristic sport, so it should look futuristic. And here, okay. So, two people are here. Blue team versus Space Chow. Okay, so is this my team player or what? I have no idea at the moment. Okay. I think I moved this guy. Actually, I think it's me. Yeah, this is me. Okay, so basically by moving your thumb on the touchpad, you move your player, and it's not a first-person perspective, so it's a third-person perspective. Anyways, I believe you can also change this to first-person if you want. I read something in the description, and definitely I'm going to try this out later in this game. So, get ready. Game on. Alright, so throwing the disc is pretty simple. So let me tell you what I've been doing, and I didn't read that or something, I just tried it out and I even won. Perfect. So you click on the touch button, then you do this throwing motion, and if you release the touch button you will also release the disc and then you throw. And there seem to be several kinds of ways to throw. Now I'm using auto aim, where I directly send this disc in the direction of the opponent. This seems to be the easiest one, but there are also other options, like for example using your gaze or just using your throwing motion in order to determine where the disc is flying. And it seems like whenever you score a point, you're going to do a little dance to celebrate your 1-point victory, which is kind of funny. Okay, good. And I won this match. Perfect. So yeah, that was pretty simple. Controls are really straightforward, so you move and you throw. Probably there's more. I'm going to find that out later in this hands-on review, but well, I could win the first match, which is good. So here, auto-targeting, that was what I was using until now, but there's also gaze targeting and free aim mode. So the different ways to throw the disc. Auto-targeting, as I mentioned before, you will automatically shoot at the opponent, and that is definitely the simplest one. Then there's gaze targeting, and I'm going to try out gaze targeting now. So, single player, practice, and active or stationary. Well, I'm using now stationary, so I suppose that my opponent is simply going to stand there and wait for me to throw the disc at him. And indeed, the opponent is waiting there just for me to throw the disc. So what's different in this mode? Well, gaze mode. So now whenever I click on the touchpad in order to shoot this disc, there will be a little reticule, and I control this reticule with my gaze. So if I look at the opponent, then I'm going to throw at the opponent. However, I can also stare at, let's say, the wall. In this case, I will throw the disc at the wall, and then the disc will bounce off and probably hit my opponent. So this is more about skill then. And it seems like whenever I look at the opponent and the reticule is directly above my opponent, the reticule will change to green to give me like a visual clue that shows me, okay, I'm here doing the right thing. I'm aiming at the opponent and now I should shoot. Yeah, I can tell it's a bit more complicated here with the gaze aim, but it might be more interesting, and I'm gonna check that out in a game session. So, as you can tell here, I'm losing some frames, but this is because I'm streaming this while I'm playing this. So when you play this, you won't be losing any frames, and it will look much smoother than it looks here in this recording, just to let you know. So we have different kinds of modes here. We have single player mode, we have multiplayer mode, and in the single player we have League, we have Skirmish, and we have Practice. So Skirmish should be like a single game, and then League is a league where you play several matches. And here what you see now is the practice mode, where your opponent either just stands around like here, or you can also have an active practice mode where the opponent is moving around. But now let's check out what else is there. Okay, so you can change the camera. I'm going to try that later, but now let me leave this practice mode here first and return to the lobby, shutting down. Okay, so single player again, skirmish, and now I can even choose how many players are there, one on one or 2 versus 2, and I now chose 2 versus 2, which should make the whole thing a bit more interesting. Cool. So now I have another computer player who's playing with me against the other team. Great. So I can move around the whole field and I'm out already. So now I have to watch this and see my team player either win or lose, but no, he lost, and this means we have lost this round. Now get ready for the second round. And yeah, I'm shooting now and I'm gazing at my opponents. It's not automatic. So this makes it a bit more interesting actually, because you have to bring in more skill here. And yeah, it seems my skills are not good enough here. Okay. Next round. You can actually really move around the whole field. You're not restricted to stay in the front. You can directly go very close to your opponent if you want, and then okay, now we've won this round. Cool. This is actually fun, I have to tell you guys. So on the left part of the room, you can see the scoreboard. You need to score 3 times in order to win. And at the moment it's 2-1 for the opponents. Let's see if I can still... No, I cannot. Lost this match, but I can watch the enemy do their nice little victory dance. This is really fun. Okay, so now I'm going to leave again and I'm going to check out the other gaming modes. For example, why don't we check out the multiplayer? And putting it back to auto-targeting, that's easier now. So, internet, local network, go back. So, you can play over the internet, but it seems like you can also play this on your local network, which I think is very cool. So, if your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, or anybody around has another Daydream device and you're on the same local network like your Wi-Fi, then you can play against each other, and that should be awesome. Unfortunately, I have nobody here to test this with, so I just chose internet. Okay, I'm ready now, and there seems to be nobody here. Well, it just came out, and well, hopefully soon there's gonna be lots of people to play against. So later, hopefully, there's going to be lots of people here that you can simply meet up with and play against, because that should be much more fun. Well, actually against the computer players, it's already kind of fun, but I think against real people, it's gonna be even much better than it is already now. Good, so I'm going to leave this online room again because there's nobody there. And yeah, local network, I also don't need to try out. So let me try some more, how about skirmish now? And I can select the stage. I can check out the different kind of stages that they have here. City Glow Arena, Neon Theater, Planetary Rooftops. Oh, this one looks cool actually. Nice. Very cool. And yeah, Celestial Arena, also nice. A bit neon here. But, you know, I like this one. Let's go for this one. And let's play another one normal. So now, second game here. Again, 2 versus 2. And now with this other background. And now I got auto aiming, auto targeting activated. So this should be a tad easier now. The game has started, and on the left you see the scoreboard. The first team to score 3 points is going to win. And the first round goes to our team, and I do this incredible dance here already. Get ready, game on, and the second round. We are already well over the 10 minutes mark, and that means time went by fast, which is normally a very good sign, because it means like there's so much stuff to show you that 10 minutes is not enough. So that is indeed good, and well, so far I really like this game here. 2-0, good. So I just need to do one more point, need to score one more time, and then we're going to win this match here. Let's see. You know what, actually I think that Disc League will be perfect for online matches in my live shows. As in, okay, you have to play Disc League against me in order to win this or that game. That would be really cool. So definitely would be cool to see that and to try that out in one of my future live streams here on Daydream District. And I did win. Good. Returning to lobby and gonna check out what else I should show you here for Disc League. Alright, let's have a look at the options. So there's controls, audio, dance, third person, go back. Let's check the controls. Here's the Daydream motion control, okay. Throwing, we know that one. And oh, look at this, actually there's blocking too. Your character's arm always follows yours while holding the disc. Just put it in the path of enemy disc to deflect. Oh, that's cool, I didn't even know that. So if you hold the disc in your hand without throwing, then you just put it in the path of the enemy's disc and you'll deflect it. And also recall. You can recall the disc after you've thrown it. And you do that by pressing and then holding the touchpad. Good to know. And then there's also first person. Oh yes, I definitely still want to show you the first person perspective here of Disc League. Actually, I believe that the first person perspective might even be much cooler than the third person perspective. However, probably there are some problems with motion sickness because you kind of move quite a lot in this game. And I think that's why by default the perspective is in the third person perspective. Anyways, let's try this out now. I'm doing the practice now with an active opponent, and then I'm going to click on the add button and change the perspective to first person. And well, let's check out how that's gonna look like.
Ready. Engage.
So the game starts now, and this is indeed the active opponent here in the practice session. So this guy is going to shoot at me, and well, I'm also going to shoot at him. And now let's check it out, change camera. Here we go. So this should be now the first person perspective. Resume match. And yes, indeed. So this is the first person perspective, and it's cool. This is really cool. Actually, it makes this a totally different game. Well, now after the first few seconds in it, I actually prefer it a lot. Now for the frame rate, don't worry, it's not gonna look as bad as here when you play it. It's just, again, because I'm streaming this and this puts lots of load on my Pixel XL. Yeah, this is really cool. So for everybody who doesn't easily get sick when there's lots of motion in games, you can definitely play this from the first person perspective, and I think it looks much cooler and it's actually more fun than seeing your player from the third person perspective. Yeah, I think that's the way to play this game. Nice. So by now I've shown you most what this game has to offer. Unfortunately, I could not show you the multiplayer mode where you play against real people because there was nobody online, and also here I cannot show it to you in the local multiplayer. Anyways, I've seen enough now. And I would like to tell you my first impressions of Disc League for Daydream VR. Now, as you can tell, I like this game. I like this game a lot. And well, it looks good. It's fun to play. There are lots of game modes, and I believe your €4.99 will be very well spent on Disc League for Daydream VR. So a very clear thumbs up from me, from Sebastian, from Daydream District for Disc League for Daydream VR. At the end of this video, I would like to thank the Daydream District co-sponsors for the month of November, which are Gunjack 2, End of Shift, Darknet and Vicarious. Gunjack 2 End of Shift is one of the blockbuster games for Daydream VR. Transporting you to the dangerous outer ring of New Eden, Gunjack 2 End of Shift is the sequel to the critically acclaimed and best-selling VR shooter set in the EVE universe. Darknet is a strategy puzzle game in which you play as an elite hacker in the net. Plug into cyberspace using viruses, worms and exploits to steal the data before your signal gets traced. Vicarious is social media in 360 degrees done right. Create Vicarious stories using 360 degrees photos or videos and embellish them with text and audio to add emotion and tone. Then share these awesome 360 degree slideshows from your smartphone in either Magic Window 2D or VR. And that's it for this hands-on review of Disc League for Daydream VR. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And if you love this channel and would like to support me so I can keep on producing content like this, please do check out the Daydream District Patreon page. Link is in the description below. But now, keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.